In the wake of the shooting, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is increasing security at schools and religious sites. This comes as a report in EWTN's National Catholic Register says the state's Catholic bishops made repeated appeals for the same level of protection that public schools receive. Governor Tim Walz and the state legislature declined to act on those requests. And for more, we turn to Ken Trump, school safety expert and consultant. Dr. Trump, thanks for your time and the important work you do. Overall, do you think there's enough security for Catholic or faith-based schools or even public schools? And if not, what do you want to see?
Thanks for having me with you, Tara. I'm a Catholic member of the parish here and have children who went through Catholic schools. So while all of the school shootings touched me personally, this one really hit home. And actually, having trained Catholic schools on emergency planning and security issues, one of the first tabletop scenarios that I put out was, what if you're in an all-school mass? What considerations do you have when you have hundreds of kids, family, plus parishioners and people coming in from outside? And those are considerations that we typically don't want to think about, that we struggle in thinking about, and that we may hesitate thinking about, but we need to have conversations with. How do you lock down if you're in that setting? I spent 10 minutes listening to teachers and staff talk at one school just about how do we lock the doors? Can we lock the doors? Are there locks on the doors? Because many of our churches are physically connected with schools in the same structure or with a walkthrough. How do you let people come in during that time when you're keeping other people out through visitor management? Who do you let in? If you know the regular parishioners and people in the community, what if a stranger shows up? Do you let them in with kids? These are conversations that we need to have. There's the physical security piece, the hardware technology, the products, but really it comes down to the people end of things with planning, training, and having a security culture like the now retired principal from my kids' school, who retired earlier this year, was known as the safety queen. She was always thinking safety, and it paid off in many cases during her years as a very successful school leader.
And there are definitely many unique challenges in this setting, and many Catholic schools across the country are set to hold Mass for the start of the school year. Do you have any advice or best practices on ways to keep everyone safe?
Have these conversations with your school's safety team or crisis team. Go through what-if scenarios. We want people aware and prepared but not scared. We have many things that help us be a safe Catholic school community because of the connectedness, the relationships, the faith, the fact of knowing one another. The key thing is let's get on the prevention side of things, the social, emotional, mental health supports for kids, knowing your kids, being able to supervise, actively engage, and we do a great job of that. We have to remember that all schools, Catholic and otherwise, do many positive things that contribute to safety of their children. We just want to think a little bit more focused on the what-if scenarios. Don't worry about remembering an 80, 100-page emergency plan that states may send out in a template, but train your staff on active supervision, situational awareness, being fully aware of what's going on. What happens if you see something coming in your area while you have kids out on the playground at recess? How do you get back in quickly? What building do you go to? Can you get in the locked doors? Looking for abnormalities and patterns, things that aren't normal. Educators are great at that. Car doesn't belong, a stranger on campus, somebody gives them a nervous feel. And then how to make cognitive decisions under stress. Those are the things that we're talking about, that heightened awareness and having some shared mental models, some common understanding, so everyone from the custodian to the school principal, teachers, support staff, school secretaries, lunch personnel know what to do and have had talked about that before a potentially threatening situation.
Yeah, definitely a checklist worth having. And very quickly, we're running out of time. For kids who might be uneasy, and I'm sure a lot of them are, they're returning to church or to school Mass. Is there something you can say that's going to calm their fears?
Absolutely have age and developmentally appropriate conversations with your kids. Let your kids know as parents and as educators that you are there. If they see something, say something, train people how to do something, and make sure that kids have those open lines of communications and engage them to ask them what would make their school safer because they know best.
Great advice. Well, Ken Trump, school safety expert, thanks for being with us. The information is so valuable.
Thank you, and God bless.
God bless.